I received an email from a very talented artist recently. She was expressing her frustration at not manifesting what she wants. She wrote, "How can I ask God, who I sincerely believe wants me to excel and exceed and go beyond and loves me deeply, to assist me in making this happen?" Here was my reply. First of all, you are talented, precious, and amazing. That is a fact. That is real. And anything that does or does not happen in your life will alter that. Second, this may sound like jibber-jabber, but I think what you want is closer than you realize, and you just have to get out of the way so it can happen. Third, there's something I'd like you to consider that may bring answers, comfort, and relief. It was those great spiritual leaders, the Rolling Stones, who proclaimed in the middle of the 20th century, "You can't always get what you want, but yada yada yada, you get what you need." I continued, "Here's what my experience has taught me. As much as I would like to think I can get to a place of complete control over my life and future, it ain't gonna happen. It always has been and always will be a co-creative endeavor. God is a major player in my life, and I am continually forgetting this because my ego is an atheist, bless his heart." By the way, I use the word God here interchangeably with the universe, with higher power. I know that some people recoil at the sound of the word God. I am among them, and I use it more out of convenience than anything. So, given that God is a major player in my life, does this mean I put aside what I want? My answer, hell no. But to maintain peace between my ears, I must remain open to the reality that as much as I want my future to turn out a particular way, God has her plan, which is usually far more elegant and in line with my purpose on the planet. This is why when I broadcast my heartfelt desires or my vision of the future, I try to remember to add the proviso, this or something better for the highest good of all. So, does this mean I sit in my ass doing nothing while waiting for God to do her thing? Hell no. She will only interpret that as my desire to remain comatose, and that's exactly what life will deliver. Therefore, I must take action. Taking action. Okay, so what do I do? Well, here's a list off the top of my head. Number 1, I turn up my listening. I listen to my heart, that childlike voice within my heart that is constantly reminding me of, I really, really, really want fill in the blank. Also, I listen to life. I pay attention to all the people and the events crossing my path that could be clues, that could be indicators directly from higher power of where I'm supposed to go. Number 2, I then take action based on what my heart desires, knowing that the future will reveal itself on its own terms. Number 3, I accept the results of taking action without judgment. This is so important, because if I judge myself a failure, I will remain stuck, unfulfilled, a victim. So, I must remember to look at the results of taking action as simply feedback, as lessons learned. Number 4, I choose another action based on what I've learned from the last. My ego would have me not change a thing. I have a history of my ego running the show in which I continue to choose actions that don't work, and all I got was a perpetual cycle of the same painful result. Number 5, I embrace the theory that everything that happens is a co-creation. And this is easily confirmed as I look back over my life, look at the decisions I made, see how the universe stepped in, very often saved me, very often produced a result totally unexpected and positive beyond any imagining I had. Number 6, I try to keep in mind that every person and every event in my life is a reflection of my relationship with myself. Therefore, I try my best to be loving to myself and to others in that order. If I let my thinking perpetually reinforce negative judgments about myself, that will manifest in my life. If I treat others in unloving ways, that is how life will treat me in return. Number 8, I try to remember to ask God as often as possible, what would you have me do? What would you have me say? And to whom? And then I listen. Number 9, I try to be serving someone or something in some way all the time. It turns out I can't feel like a victim, like a failure. I cannot hang out in upset and be serving someone at the same time. Number 10, I give voice to my dreams, fears, my vulnerable thoughts and feelings with someone I trust, someone who sees me and will always tell me the truth. The universe works through other people. The universe works through me. When I'm with people, I find myself saying things that don't feel like they're coming from my thinking mind. It's more like I'm channeling something. There's great power in this passage from the New Testament where Christ says, where 2 or more are gathered, I am there. I have an experience of this universal co-creative energy of being very present when I am with the right people in a loving, open exchange. And number 11, I try to meditate most mornings. There's a direct correlation between my level of peace and whether or not I meditated that day. 20 minutes of meditation is a memo to my ego that you are not in charge today. It's also a bouquet to the universe, to God, an acknowledgement that I'm remembering today is a co-creation, and I'm listening. I hope these suggestions have been helpful. I appreciate and welcome your comments, your feedback. Blessings to you and your day ahead. Bye-bye.